Yo, what's up, guys? James Carter TV here to recap the San Francisco 49ers hosting the Philadephia Eagles 2014 NFL regular season matchup. And this was a game that was kind of weird because the 49ers, to me, pretty much dominated throughout the evening, but it was 3 lucky touchdowns that the Eagles got, 2 of which were on special teams, 1 of which was on defense, that allowed the Eagles to stay as close as they were throughout the game. They're up 21-10 at one point, but it was a Malcolm Jennings 53-yard interception return for a touchdown, the Darren Sproles 83-yard punt return for a touchdown, and the special teams blocked punt in the end zone that allowed the Eagles to be up 21-10 at one point. But the 49ers stayed at it. They stayed consistent. Their defense was spectacular throughout the evening. They shut down LaShawn McCoy, who, as we all know, is the bell cow for the Philadephia Eagles. And Nick Foles was erratic. He had some damn good throws, and he had some damn bad throws. He had 2 interceptions, 0 touchdowns on the evening as well, and just under 50% completion percentage. Those are not the statistics that we're used to hearing from Nick Foles. I equate a lot of that to the 49ers defense. Now, their secondary has been, criticized a little bit, but they played pretty damn well today. They kept Jeremy Maclin in check for most of the game until the fourth quarter came around, and Riley Cooper, they completely shut down. But Nick Foles was able to get a pass here and there, but they also figured out the Eagles' tight ends, Zach Ertz and Brett Selleck, who tend to, hit you in the mouth, hit you, in the gut, he gut punch you every now and then. The 49ers defense figured it out, and I said before the game that Jim Harbaugh, one of the best coaches in the NFL, he was going to win this game. This was a must-win game for him, and he was going to prepare his team enough to the point where they had to win this game, especially at home in Levi's Stadium after they lost at Levi's Stadium in Week 2 to the Chicago Bears. This was a game that they needed to win. This was a game that they won, and now they will move on to, I think, go to Kansas City or host Kansas City next week. I'm picking them to win that game. The 49ers trajectory is back up. Same goes for the Green Bay Packers, as Aaron Rodgers told his fans to calm down and to relax. 49ers fans, do the same thing. Relax. You're just fine. Now, you do have a little bit of catching up to do in that division, but as the divisional games roll around, I think they will find that to be possible. I am still sticking with my prediction of the Seahawks missing the playoffs, and now I think I have to supplement them with the Cardinals. I think I'm actually going to start giving the Cardinals a lot of credit, and I think I'll have to sneak them into that playoff berth. I don't know, though, but I have to see how legit the Bears and the Lions are, because right now the Lions appear to be really legit, the Bears appear to be shaky. We'll see how that shakes out as the season continues, but very interesting right now in the NFC. In the AFC, however, I think I can see things pretty clear-cut as far as the AFC is concerned. The Patriots will still win the AFC East. The AFC North will come down to the Bengals and the Ravens. Without a doubt, I don't think anyone at this juncture can doubt that the Bengals and the Ravens are playoff caliber teams, that they will be in the playoffs barring injuries. The Ravens absolutely dominated the Panthers this week, absolutely dominated the Steelers 2 weeks ago, and they lost to the Bengals in Baltimore. That was a gut-wrencher, but the Baltimore Ravens are showing that they're a playoff team. And as for the Bengals, they're undefeated. I mean, they're an obvious playoff team. So it appears as if those are 2 teams that will go to the playoffs from the AFC North. As we look at the AFC South, the Texans, to me, are fool's gold. Yes, they did defeat the Buffalo Bills today, and they beat the Washington Redskins Week 1, and they beat the Oakland Raiders. But come on, guys, the Redskins, the Raiders, and the Bills, I'm not impressed. Now, their defense is good. But as the season wears on and then you have to put more faith in Ryan Fitzpatrick, I do not have faith in him to get it done. So I still believe the Texans are fool's gold. I'm still sticking with the Colts to win that division and be the only playoff team coming out of the AFC South. And looking at the AFC West, the Broncos and the Chargers are the class of that division. The Chargers are showing that they will challenge the Broncos this season, I believe. Especially since the Chargers have a very easy schedule. They're going to win probably their next 3 games as they face the New York Jets, the Kansas City Chiefs, I believe, and one other game, I think Oakland. They're going to win those games. So the Chargers looking very good right now. Those are your 6 teams. I don't think another team from the AFC is making the playoffs. We have the Patriots, we have the Bengals and the Ravens, we have the Colts, we have the Chargers and the Broncos. I think it's pretty clear cut after week 4, barring injuries. Maybe the Steelers can sneak in. I'm not going to bet on it. The Dolphins, I'm still low on, especially since all these, locker room bullshit talks between Ryan Tannehill and Joe Philbin. Those are your 6 playoff teams to me. Now, there's something happened today in the NFL. Wow. I said in my prediction video, the Minnesota Vikings were going to upset the Atlanta Falcons, and what do? The Minnesota Vikings upset the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons on the road, not a good football team. Falcons defense nowhere near good enough to win games, and Teddy Bridgewater took advantage of that today, winning in Minnesota, getting his first win, even though he had to leave at the end of the game. He's still fine, it appears to be. Can't wait to see what he does on Thursday Night Football, and what will hopefully be a close Thursday night game, because we have not had any of those this season. Any other storylines from around the league? Wow, the Bears, they just look fraudulent. There's that. But I think that's pretty much it. I think we've hit on all the big points from today in the NFL. Jaguars stink, Raiders stink. They're the top 2 worst teams in the NFL. Followed close by my Tennessee Titans. They suck as well. So, with that said, James Carter TV, I will be back to recap the Saints and Cowboys Sunday Night Football matchup. So make sure you come back for that. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.